What better way to spend a quiet Wednesday morning? These men have been regulars at Gellert Baths for more than 25 years. They've always wished the crowds of tourists would disappear, but now that it's happened, they're not so sure.
Abszolút harmóniába telik a napunk, de...
We live our days in total harmony here. I wouldn't mind a little more buzz. It would be better to have some more people around. Now we have only 4 people out in the garden. That's very few.
Gellert Baths was built in 1918. Fed by a mineral hot spring, references to its alleged healing powers date back to the 13th century. The impressive Art Nouveau complex is a tourist magnet, but when it reopened on Tuesday after 6 months, it was practically empty.
Nagyon kevés ember volt ahhoz képest.
Normally, on a weekday, we have 500 to 1,500 guests in the spa. Now we have 290. It's better than nothing. The number of foreigners were very few, and I'm afraid they're going to be even fewer as the state closed the borders. Usually 80 to 90% of our guests are foreigners.
Guests have their temperature checked at the door, and they must obey social distancing, which really isn't difficult in the mostly deserted complex. With the exception of Poland, the Czech Republic and Slovakia, Hungary's borders are closed to the world, which means no tourists for the foreseeable future, and more uncertainty for a city heavily reliant on tourism, already hurting from its first border closure this year. Just down the road is Gellert Baths. Built during the Ottoman Empire, it's well overdue for a renovation, but due to the financial impact of COVID-19, that's been put off and it's closed indefinitely. Renovations have also been scuppered for Gellert, its revenues forecast to drop by at least 60%.
Nyereséges cég voltunk, és azért, hogy a dolgozóknak megmaradjon a munkája.
We were running a very profitable business, but in order to keep our employees, the company paid almost a full wage for half a year. Even those who did not actually work could get 75% of their salary. This is a very unique gesture in this country. On the other hand, this took away all our reserves. Now we have to start all over again, what we've built in the last 8 to 10 years.
Kezdhetjük előről, amit 8-10 év alatt felépítettünk, az gyakorlatilag nullán.
A visit to Gellert has been part of Andrei Silavets and his wife's morning routine for many years. They're adjusting to the new, shorter opening hours.
It's nicer without tourists because we have more space. On the other hand, it would be better if the spa opened earlier in the morning so that we regulars could swim together.
While locals are pleased to be back in the pool, they accept that the return of tourists is what will keep the doors open.